morning students. In previous class we discussed that the deviation produced by thin prism, and in a prism, so which is the most deviated color and which is the least deviated color. So which is the most deviated color? Violet is the most deviated color because of its shortest wavelength and high refractive index. And which is the least deviated color? The least deviated color is the red color because of its longest wavelength. If it has longest wavelength, then the refractive index is less. Okay, we discussed about this one in previous class. Now we are going to discuss about angular dispersion. So these all are related to the NEET applications. Angular dispersion. So what is angular dispersion? The difference in angles of deviations of any pair of colors or any two colors is called angular dispersion. Angular dispersion of those two colors. What is angular dispersion here? The difference between or the difference in the angle of deviations of any two colors is called angular dispersion. Is called angular dispersion of those two colors. See here, in case of a prism, it is a prism now. Whenever we are going to incident the white light on the prism, then the white light undergo here the dispersion into how many colors? 7 colors. Which is the least deviated color? Red is the least deviated color and violet is the most deviated color. It is red and it is violet. Red is the least deviated color and violet is the most deviated color. The difference between or the difference in angle of deviations of red color and also violet color is called the angular dispersion of or the angular dispersion between violet and red. So which is the most deviated color? Violet is the most deviated color, and which is the least deviated color? Red is the least deviated color. See here. What is the angle of deviation for red color? I will extend this red and I will extend this violet. Okay. So here the angle of deviation for red color and it is the angle of deviation for violet color. I will take that is a D. Then which one having the more angle of deviation here? Violet color having the more angle of deviation than the red color. Because the violet color is most deviated and the red color is least deviated. Example for red and violet. Because red is least deviated and violet is most deviated, then what is the angular dispersion between them? We are going to find the angular dispersion between them by taking the difference between the angles of deviations of red and violet. We can write. So the angular dispersion formula, that is theta is equal to, angular dispersion is represented by theta because it is an angle between the angles of deviations of any two colors. Any two colors you can take, but I will take how many colors here? Red and violet. So red and violet are the two colors taken here. We are going to write the deviation for violet color, that is delta B, and the deviation for red color, that is delta R. Why only we are going to take delta B means delta R? Because the angle of deviation for violet color is more than the angle of deviation for red color. And already we know that what is the expression for the angle of deviation? Angle of deviation can be represented by D or delta. Already I said that. Angle of deviation can be represented by small d or it is represented by delta. Don't confuse that. Okay. So delta V can be written as Delta V is nothing but the angle of deviation of which color? That is a violet color. We are going to write A into mu V minus of 1. What is mu V here? It is a refractive index of the material of the prism for the violet color. So refractive index of the material of the prism is different for different colors. That is mu V minus of 1, and it is a greater. So it has higher value. Why it has higher value here? Because of shortest wavelength. If the violet color having shortest wavelength, then it has high refractive index. Then what about this one? Delta. It is the angle of deviation for red color. That is A into mu R minus of 1. Okay. So here mu V is greater than mu R. The refractive index of red color, the refractive index of the material of the prism or the red color is less, and the refractive index of the material of the prism or the violet color is more. Then by putting these two values in this equation, we will get theta is equal to, what about delta V here? Delta V is nothing but A into mu V minus 1 minus A into mu R minus 1. Mu R minus 1. So what is common here? Common is A. I will take common A. Then in bracket I will write it is a mu V minus, mu V means here refractive index of the material of the prism for which color? Violet color. Mu V minus 1. Then I will multiply this bracket with minus sign. Minus into plus, minus, minus mu R. Then minus into minus, that is plus 1. Then here minus 1 plus 1 get cancelled. Then what is the answer now? A into mu V minus mu R. It is the expression for angular dispersion of two colors. What are those colors? Violet and red. Violet is the most deviated color and red is the least deviated color. Then on what factors the angular dispersion depends here? The angular dispersion depends on angle of the prism and also the nature of the material of the prism. Okay. So the refractive index of the material of the prism is high for violet color and it is less for red color. Okay, that is why mu V minus mu R we are going to write. Next we are going to deal by dispersive power. What do you mean by dispersive power? Dispersive power is nothing but it is the ability of the prism to disperse the light rays. Whenever the light falls on the prism now, the light can be dispersed into its constituent colors. That ability is called dispersive power. And on what factors that dispersive power depends. So this is very important. Listen here. The angle of deviation is represented by here delta. Previously we represented that one by d. So anything you can take, and refractive index will be represented by n or mu, whatever you can take. Okay. Next, dispersive power. Dispersive power is represented by omega. Dispersive power is represented by omega. Then what is the dispersive power? It is the ratio between angular dispersion and the mean of angle of deviation for those two colors. What is the dispersive power? The ratio between angular dispersion. What do you mean by angular dispersion? It is the difference in angles of deviations of any two colors. Angular dispersion and the mean angle of deviation. The mean angle of deviation for those two colors. For those two colors. For those two colors is called dispersive power. Is called dispersive power. Okay. So how to write this one mathematically? Mathematically we are going to write dispersive power is represented by omega. Then we are going to take the angular dispersion for red and violet. What is the angular dispersion for red and violet? That can be written as of deviation of violet color, the angle of deviation for violet color minus the angle of deviation for red color divided by the mean angle of deviation of these two. The mean angle of deviation of these two will be yellow, that is delta y. So the mean of the angle of deviation of violet and red color will give the angle of deviation of yellow color. Okay, y stands for here yellow, where delta y is the mean angle of deviation, delta y is the mean angle of deviation for violet and red colors. So yellow is taken as the mean angle of deviation for the violet and red color now. Okay. So if you are going to take the mean of the angle of deviation of violet and the angle of deviation of red, that gives the angle of deviation of violet. That is delta y is equal to delta v plus delta r divided by 2. Already you know that what you mean by mean. Mean means here the sum of measured values divided by number of measured values. How many values are there? 2 values are there. The sum of 2 values divided by number of 2 values. How many 2 values are there? 2. Okay. Sorry, how many values are there? 2. That is why it is divided by 2. We can write this equation as omega is equal to delta v minus delta r divided by delta v plus delta r divided by 2. Okay, this is the expression. Then on what factors the dispersive power depends, that we have to find. So angle of deviation for violet color is, that is mu b minus 1 into a. Then what is the angle of deviation for red color? That is minus of mu r minus 1 into a divided by the angle of deviation for yellow color, that is mu y. Mu y is nothing but it is the refractive index of the material of the prism for the yellow color. Mu y minus 1 into a. So what is common in numerator? A is the common. Here also A is there. A get cancelled. On solving this one, we will get that is mu b minus mu r divided by mu y minus 1. Then what is mu y here? It is the mean value of refractive index of violet color and red color. The mean value of refractive index of violet color and red color, that gives the refractive index of yellow color. So on what factors the dispersive power depends here? The dispersive power only depends on the refractive indexes of the material of the prism for the colors violet, red and yellow, but it does not depend on the angle of the prism. Remember, this is very important. Dispersive power does not depend on angle of the prism. That depends on nature of the material of the prism. Nature of the material of the prism means refractive index of the material of the prism for the given colors. Now we are going to discuss about deviation without dispersion. Whenever the white light incident on the two prisms, they are arranged like this. It is a one prism and it is another prism, and this prism is placed in contact with the first prism inverted. Okay. Then now, if you are going to incident, supposed to be this prism is made up of crown glass and this prism is made up of flint glass. So flint glass having a higher refractive index than the crown glass. Whenever we are going to incident the white light on the first prism, that is prism of crown glass, the light is dispersed into 7 colors. I will take only 2 colors. What are those colors? So least deviated color and most deviated color. Which is the least deviated color? Red is the least deviated color and violet is the most deviated color. and these two colors are incident ray for the second prism made up of flint glass, and they undergo refraction again. Here the rays are bent towards the normal because the low refractive index medium to high refractive index medium, the light rays are traveling here, means the colors are traveling here, and these two colors will be meet at this point and they are combined to form the white light. Incident light is a white light and emergent light is also white light, means there is no dispersion, but there is a deviation. But there is a deviation. Suppose I will extend this incident ray. What is the deviation? Deviation is nothing but it is the angle between the extended incident ray and emergent ray. It is an emergent ray, and the angle between them, that is called angle of deviation, that is denoted by delta. So there is a deviation but not a dispersion. Okay. So the net dispersion due to, means total dispersion due to both prisms is 0. I will write the dispersion due to the prism of chrome glass plus the dispersion due to prism of flint glass, theta, that is equal to 0, because the net dispersion due to combination of these two prisms is 0. Okay, and here listen, here this combination is called achromatic combination and it is also called achromatic prism. Why it is called achromatic prism? Whenever the white light incident on this prism and it emerges out as a white light only without a dispersion but with a deviation. Then the angular dispersion due to the prism of chrome glass, we can write mu v minus mu r, because the refractive index of the material of the prism is greater for the violet color and less for the red color, into A. Then angle of the prism I will take it is A, and angle of this prism I will take A dash. Okay. Then dispersive power of this prism can be taken as omega, and dispersive power of the prism of flint glass is taken as omega dash. Then what is mu v here? It is the refractive index of the prism of crown glass for the violet color. And what is mu r here? It is the refractive index of the prism of crown glass for the red color, and A is the angle of the prism of crown glass. Okay. Then plus same thing we are going to write mu v dash minus mu r dash into A dash is equal to 0. Okay. So what is mu v dash here? It is the refractive index of the prism of flint glass for the violet color. Then what is mu r dash here? It is the refractive index of the prism of flint glass for the red color. And what is A dash here? A dash is nothing but it is the angle of prism of flint glass. Then, so we are going to multiply and divide the mu I minus 1. Mu v minus mu r divided by mu I minus 1. Why we are going to write the mu I minus 1 here? Mu I minus 1 is nothing but it is a deviation, mean deviation of the red color and violet color. The mean deviation of red color and violet color is, that is a deviation of yellow color. Okay, mu I minus 1 into mu I minus 1 into A. So what we did here, multiplied by mu I minus 1 divided by mu I minus 1. Same here. Mu v dash minus mu r dash divided by mu I dash minus of 1 into mu I dash minus of 1 into A dash is equal to 0. Okay. Now here, what do you mean by mu v minus mu r divided by mu I minus 1? That is nothing but the dispersive power of the prism of crown glass. Dispersive power of prism of crown glass, that is omega c. Already you know that what is the formula for dispersive power? Angular dispersion divided by the mean deviation of angle of the prism. Okay. So omega c into then deviation produced by the crown glass. glass, that is mu I minus 1 into A. Always we are going to take the mean of those two colors. What are those colors? Red and violet. What is the mean of the red and violet here? That is yellow. Then it is a deviation produced by the prism of crown glass. Plus, then what about this one? It is a dispersive power of flint glass. Okay, into the deviation produced by flint glass, that is delta M, that is equal to 0. So the net dispersion due to the combination of these two prisms is 0. That is why it is called achromatic combination. Then now we are going to find the net deviation produced by the combination of these two prisms. So the deviation produced by the flint glass is opposite to the deviation produced by the crown glass, because the flint glass is inverted here. Means the flint glass prism is inverted here. The deviation produced by the flint glass prism is opposite to the deviation produced by the crown glass prism. Then what about the net deviation? The net deviation can be written as delta is equal to deviation produced by the prism of crown glass minus the deviation produced by the prism of flint glass, because the deviation produced by the prism of flint glass is opposite to the deviation produced by the prism of crown glass. What is the expression for deviation produced by the prism of crown glass? That is mu I minus 1 into A. Why we are going to take mu I minus 1 here? We are going to take the mean angle of deviation. The mean angle of deviation for the violet and red is, that is yellow. Okay, we can write mu I minus 1 into A. A is the angle of prism of crown glass, minus mu I dash 1 into A dash. Okay, so what we have to do now? We are going to multiply and divided by mu V minus mu I. Mu I minus 1 into A. So we are going to take the mean angle of deviation for both prisms. Okay, mean angle of deviation is here. The mean angle of deviation of red and violet is the yellow. Okay, mean angle of deviation of red and violet is the angle of deviation of yellow. Then mu I minus 1 into A divided by mu B minus mu R into mu B minus mu R. Mu B minus mu R minus. So what about this one? Mu I dash minus 1 divided by angular dispersion. This is the angular dispersion due to the prism of crown glass. The angular dispersion due to the prism of flint glass, that is mu B dash minus mu R dash into mu B dash minus mu R dash into A. That is equal to, I will take, already you have taken, that is a delta. Then what is mu B minus mu R divided by mu I minus 1? Here it is nothing but the dispersive power of crown glass. How to write the dispersive power of prism of crown glass? That is omega C is equal to mu B minus mu R divided by mu I minus of 1. Okay. So, but here this is an inverse case. Inverse case means just interchange the numerators and denominators on both sides. Then we will get 1 by omega C. Then it is a 1 by omega C. Then what is A into mu B minus mu R? So it is nothing but it is the angular dispersion due to the which glass? Angular dispersion due to the prism of crown glass. That is theta C. Angular dispersion formula is already known. Mu B minus mu R into A. That is the formula for angular dispersion. Minus. So what about this one? That is 1 by omega F. So what is omega F here? It is the dispersive power of prism of flint glass. And same here. So that is omega F is equal to mu B dash minus mu R dash divided by mu Y dash minus of 1. But interchange the denominators and numerators and you will get the the mu I dash minus 1 divided by mu E dash minus mu R dash is equal to 1 by omega f. That is 1 by omega f into theta f. It is the angular dispersion due to the prism of plenty glass. We can write theta c by omega c minus theta f by omega f. It is the net deviation produced by the combination of two prisms. There is a deviation but not dispersion.